Yo, what's going on? It's your boy BigDonSkillz bringing you another video. Today we're going to be talking about the whole entire concept of just how bots and scalpers have essentially ruined holiday shopping. So for all of you who may or may not know, if you've been trying to shop for an Xbox Series X or a PS5, it's been a struggle bus trying to get one if you aren't a YouTuber or didn't have an amazing story like I did. The problem right now is that due to an increase in demand, a lot more people are looking to buy new consoles to keep themselves entertained during the pandemic, and it's been terrible. The main reason being that bots and scalpers have essentially ruined the shopping experience for everyone. With this pandemic, a lot of things have just been directed to having online releases. Sony announced that their initial release of the PS5 was going to be online only. And so you have everybody sitting at their computers waiting to refresh Walmart, Best Buy, Target, just to hopefully get a console. The big problem that presented itself is that you have this combination of the increase in demand, and now you have a big problem with the companies where these scalpers and bots can literally, within milliseconds, buy, add to cart, purchase these new consoles. And in this video's case, we're going to be talking about the GTX 30 series. So none of this stuff, even though it's available to the public, most people don't even have it because they're being purchased and then they're being sold at ridiculous prices that most people aren't willing to pay for to begin with. We're already in a pandemic. A lot of people aren't financially where they were before. No one's going to be paying $1,000 for a PS5. Well, at least I'd hope not. I'll take that back. But I want to give a shout out to my homie Skaterade for sending me the suggestion for this video today. Always encourage y'all to send me topics or hit me up about things if you'd like me to talk about it. I think it made for a good subject. So we're really going to dive into the recent announcement of the new graphics card from NVIDIA called the GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. So I know everybody on this channel probably doesn't keep up with graphics cards, but NVIDIA a few months ago announced a new lineup of graphics cards that support all the latest features. You know, of course, ray tracing is going to be implemented, DLSS, all sorts of technical features that may or may not even be relevant. But in that lineup, you have the 3090, the 3080, the 3070, and as of yesterday, December 1st, they just announced the 3060. But if you go and look at these videos or any sort of comment section, people are like, they're not even hyped for this right now, because even though the technology is great, these are very powerful graphics cards, no one's even able to get them right now because they literally know the bots are going to come through and just yeet them off the virtual shelves per se. And coincidence that today I just wanted to get some air, need a little refresher. Took a cruise, got me some food, went over to Micro Center, and the Micro Center that's nearby had a post on the door saying, for today, the 3060 Ti's are sold out. Now, I mentioned before, no one's really out there physically shopping anymore, and even the stores are going to have limited stock. So Micro Center probably doesn't even have that many of those 3060 Ti's to begin with. And it just creates this constant influx of, I have to spend so much effort just to purchase something that I want that I low-key don't even want it anymore, And this is how I feel about the PS5. If you all been following the channel, I mentioned before that I was able to nab the Series X, but it was definitely off of a flub, and it was kind of a lucky finesse. That video link will be in the description section and probably right in front of your face. But, in the case of the PS5, I tried it a few times. I know my brother, my friends, they've also tried it a lot of times. And it gets to the point where I'm just like, forget it, man. I'll get it when I get it. Especially with the fact when I consider what's been added with these consoles and how there's not really any new games that are out per se. Most of the stuff that's out, I can play on my PS4 and it'll run just fine. It just won't run as good. So I know, although I would like a PS5, I am not in any sort of rush to waste time in my day from doing other things to get it. And I think a lot of people feel that same way too. Like there's only so much effort you're gonna put in getting something before you just get mad and you're like, you know what? Forget it, dude. I don't care. I'll get it next year. I'll get it in 2045 when the PS14 comes out. You know what I'm saying? I'll get one then. Hopefully the bots aren't buying it. But this brings up a bigger issue with the companies now. And now the companies are going to really have to address these issues with these bots. Because as things change in the world, man, people are always looking for a way to take advantage. And that's one thing that we talked about in our discussion was like, people know that it's a pandemic. People know that people are desperate for things. And so people may actually be willing to spend more money. Whereas in the past, people were like, nah, man, I ain't spending a G on a PS5. And now people are kind of more in a desperate situation. So I just think it's jacked up altogether, man. No one likes the scalpers at all. And there's some that have even bragged. There was an article that bragged about how they had like thousands of them or something. It was ridiculous. Gulag, man, these scalpers can go sit in the gulag, man. I even heard one of them got robbed. So not like people were mad about that. Don't condone that. Don't condone robbery. But I mean,
it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, man. It's crazy that you have all these new items and great products that are actually coming from companies, but the companies themselves are going to have to address this. Walmart, Amazon, Target, Best Buy, all these places need to address these bots because it's going to be a huge problem. And I know a company doesn't like scalpers either, because essentially you're getting something that they purchase, and then you're just multiplying the price off, and you're making money off of the company, and they don't get their cut of it. You know how business works. If people are doing something the company wants its cut, if they're getting taken advantage of and they're not getting money out of it, oh heck no, man. So I do expect over the next, few months, probably, there's probably companies that are already suggesting or, trying to make bids for software, but they're going to get rid of these. They're going to try and get rid of these bots as soon as they can. It reminds me of video games when there's tons of hackers. I know Warzone had a lot of hackers when it first came out. And they got to jump on that stuff quick, man, because they lose their player base. They lose people like me or you who just play the game casually, and then you run into a hacker and you don't want to play it anymore. And now they've lost out on money because of other people. So, but yeah, that's all I had to say today, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Once again, shout out to the homie Skater Ray for dropping this suggestion for me. And if you have suggestions, shoot me a message. This was on Discord. Shoot me a Discord message, comment in the YouTube section. Whatever, hit me on all my social medias, which are in the description section. If you like the video, you already know what to do, man. Uppercut that like button, slap it in the face, make it turn blue, throw some blue paint on it, whatever it takes to drop that like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to share it to your homies and let them know about BigDonSkillz. Once again, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and I will see y'all on the flip side, y'all. Guess what? Deuces.